Alright guys, so today what I'm going to be showing you is what I think the most useful Magic sleight of hand moves that I know of, and I'd say 90% of the tricks that I do has some sort of variation or this sleight of hand move inside. So let's just get straight into it. Alright guys, so the first move is the double lift. Okay, I can't get enough of how much I use this move in a trick. This move is just, it can be used in so many different ways that it's absurd. So a quick overview of what it looks like. You can use the double lift as a color change. So right here I have the Queen of Diamonds, say, and I'm gonna put it on the table. The snap, it changes. You can use this as a color change, or let's do this again. You can also use it as a control, where you take, let's just say, a spectator's card. Let's just say they chose the 3 of spades. Flip it over, place it in the middle, right? And you have it on the top. So there's also a lot of different ways you can use the double lift. Those are the two main things that I use it for, but you guys can use it for a lot of different tricks as well. All right, so let's just get straight into how this move is performed. So you're just gonna take a deck of cards like this, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna riffle through the pack like this, just like that, until you feel 2 cards. And you're just gonna stick your pinky in there like this and hold a break. So now you have a break under the 2 cards. So as the name already tells you, you're flipping over a double basically. So you're gonna flip over these 2 cards as if they're 1 card. So you wanna flip them over like this. See how you're flipping over 2 cards? But you're gonna make it seem as if you only flipped over 1 card. Okay. So when I flip it over, what I like to do is I like to sort of flip it over and leave a gap like that, about an inch, like this. Maybe that was a little bit too small, right here. So this is about, I don't know, just I like to have a little bit of this sticking out, because you're gonna see why in just a second. Because when we're gonna flip it back over, it's really easy if you have this part sticking out, because you can just apply pressure using your index finger down, and then you see how this part automatically just jumps out like that. So, but if you have it completely squared up, you can't do that, because obviously. So you want to have it a little bit sticking out. This is what I like to do. And I sort of press down on the card, so then the card is like this, where there's a little gap like that, making it very easy for you just to grab the card and flip it back over. Okay. So again, riffle through, break, right? And you want to just turn it over like that, leaving a gap like that. And then you want to press down with your index, and this part jumps up like that, and you just grab it and you turn it back over. So in a real trick, you would just maybe do a double lift, and then, you know, say, is the Jack of Clubs your card, for instance, and obviously it's not their card because it's controlled to the top, or something like that, and you want to flip it back over, and maybe hand them the card, and you see, and then it changes like that. Or you can use it as a force. It really doesn't matter. And so that is the first move. Let's get into the second move. All right, the second most used move, in my opinion, is the Riffle Force. I use this basically in all my tricks. I don't like to do any other force, because the Riffle Force is so easy to do, and it gets the spectators all the time. So I'm just like, why use a different force when this force is just so good? So what the Riffle Force practically is you can have a shuffle deck of cards. It really doesn't matter, and it can be shuffled by the spectator. And what you're gonna do is maybe give the cards a few cuts, give it a little bit of a mix-up, and have them call a stop anywhere they like, right? And let's just say they call a stop there, right? You say, okay, so this is gonna be your selected card, and it's gonna be the 9 of Hearts. So you already know what the card is. It's just very oftenly used, and it makes the spectator feel like they have a free choice of the cards, but they really don't. So let's just get straight into how this move is performed. So you have a shuffle deck, as I said. It really doesn't matter. And you're just gonna have to show them the cards are shuffled. As you're doing this, you wanna remember the first card. It doesn't matter if you want to sort of like spread the cards out to show them that the cards are shuffled, and then spread to the top and remember that first card. Or if you just want to, you know, give it a little bit of a dribble like that, which is also a thing that I like to do, is I just like dribble the cards, and then at the last card, I just like peek at it like that. So like I dribble through, then when I have one more card, I just get a quick glance of what the card is. And in this case, it's a 6 of hearts. Just drop it on top. So anyway, you just want to know what the first card is, and you're ready to go. So you can transfer the cards into this grip, where you have your thumb and middle finger like this, and you're gonna cut the cards like this. You're gonna use your index finger, and you're gonna grab about half the deck like this, and you want to grab it with the other hand like this. So again, hold it like this, you use your index finger, you grab it like that, and then you can do this like you can do it like a 3-way cut, or you can just like slap the rest of the deck on top. It really doesn't matter, because if you just slap the rest of the deck on top, you can just attach a pinky braid like that, and you're ready to go. Or you can do the card cut again, where you cut about half the remaining cards, and you transfer it over here, and as you're doing so, you attach your braid, and then you also slam the rest of the deck on top. And you can do this as many times as you want. You can even do it like 4 times, like 1, 2, as long as you have a break on that second one, and then 3, 4. You can do it as many times as you want. It doesn't matter. Okay, so now you're gonna riffle to the side of the pack with your thumb like this, just riffling through. And no matter what I call a stop, you're just gonna quickly like turn a direction, and you're gonna turn your wrist like that, and you're gonna grab it just by the break. Like that. So no matter where they stop, you're just gonna turn, grab where your pinky braid is at. And of course, this card is the card that we remembered, the 6 of hearts. So in many tricks, you can force the spectators to pick a card that you already know of with this move. Alright, now without further ado, let's get into the last move. Alright, so this last move is basically a color change that is used a lot in Magic. And it is used in also a lot of tricks as well. So it looks something like this. So let's just say I have the Jack of Spades like this, and all I have to do is sort of just wave my hand over the card like this, and it changes just like that. And it's used a lot. I forgot what the name was, but it's just a really, really commonly used move in Magic and the sleight of hand color change that is super, super easy to learn. And let's just get into how the trick is done. So you want to hold the cards like this, and what you're practically doing is I changed the Jack of Spades and the King of Hearts. So the Jack of Spades is actually right here. It's the second card from the top. So what you practically did is you just push the card on top, and you move this card on top, and you push this back in, but with the cover of your right hand. So you're gonna take the cards like this, and you just wanna push that first card forward with your fingers, and leaving the King of Hearts sticking out, or the second card. It doesn't matter what the card is. And you're using the palm of your hand, and you're just sliding this card out like that. So I'm gonna do this again. You're taking the first card, slide it out, take the base of your palm, and you want to slide this card out, and you want to have it inside your hand like that. So at this point, from the front, the spectator can't see it, obviously, but you have it palmed. You want to use your index finger and place this card back into its until it's squared up the deck with the deck, and you just want to sort of like give it like a wave, because they can't see the card. So you're basically waving the card, and you're just placing the card on top. That's basically what you're doing. So again, slide this forward, base of the palm, slide it out like this into your hand, square back up, and give it sort of like, you know, a wave or something like that, and it changes. So yeah, that was how the third move is done. Alright guys, so that was in my opinion, the 3 most used moves in Magic. At least in my routines, I use it a lot of times. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys in the next one.